raising money for? Yeah, so we have someone very special to come and talk to us about what it means to raise money for Make-A-Wish. I'm gonna give it all. Hello! Hello! You can hear my squeaky voice. I'm a little sick right now, so sorry about that. But I just want to say hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Emily, and I work with Make-A-Wish. It's so good to be here today, and oh my gosh, what you are doing is awesome! Oh my gosh, this is so cool! You guys have done so much, and it's amazing, so thank you so much. But I just want to say thank you again on a more personal level too, because I have actually received a Make-A-Wish myself. I work for Make-A-Wish now, but when I was 12, I was actually diagnosed with cancer, and that's how I got to Make-A-Wish. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my story, because my story didn't even start there actually, because when I was 6 years old, my big sister, she was 16 at the time, she was actually diagnosed with cancer too. And that was something that was so hard for my family to go through, because it's scary. It's scary when you get sick and you don't know why. It's so hard to have to face those things and face all those changes. I watched my older sister when I was 6 years old, and it was so hard. I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't know the difficulty that she was going through or the hurt that she had to face every day. But what I did see was my big sister, a girl who was so full of energy and so excited and happy to do everything that she did. I saw her change into someone who was tired and sick and getting frail and just having such difficulty going through each day. However, when she was going through the hardest part of her treatment and things were the toughest, that's when we were approached by a group of individuals who showed up with a wonderful blessing, a very real and shiny reminder of happier times. These people came to us and said, "Hello, we'd like to grant you a wish." Now, I've heard a couple people say, "Is this too small of a fix or too big a problem?" But I would happily say, no, it's not. Though granting a wish won't be fixing anyone's physical problems necessarily, and won't be finding a cure right away or anything like that, I personally have seen the joy and happiness that it's brought to someone who's too preoccupied with fighting to stay alive to focus on having any fun. I saw it bring back in my sister a lightheartedness and a happiness and a carefree spirit that had been gone for too long. This organization of Make-A-Wish granted my big sister's wish to spend a week in Hawaii and swim with the dolphins. It was so fun, and it was so exciting for me to get to see her just be so happy again after going through something that was so hard. Make-A-Wish sent that 16-year-old girl to Hawaii, but much more than that, they reminded her that there was more. That regardless of her baldness or her tiredness or her sickness, she was still a normal teenage girl. She wouldn't be stuck in her days of treatment forever. That she would soon be back to real life, and one day things would be okay again. Fast forward a year, and my sister was okay again. She finished her chemo, she regained her strength, and was able to regrow out her hair. She fought her illness and won. Amy was a survivor. Now fast forward 6 more years, and I'm 12 years old, reaching the end of 7th grade. It had been a great year of deepening friendships, getting to learn how to dance and loving it, and actually really enjoying school. However, despite all this, things were just not right. I was getting sick and I didn't know why, and it was hard to just go through a single day. After lots and lots of tests and doctor's visits, we figured out what the problem really was. I had cancer now. At this point, we didn't know what to think. My big sister just went through this. How are we going through it again? We couldn't be prepared for this. But we realized that sometimes there are just things you can never be prepared for. Over those next few years, my family went down the same familiar path. I was the one going to the doctor visits, and we were having to be in that cold hospital room again and see all those same treatments. But this time they were all for me, and that hospital room was mine, and the doctor visits were my own. Like I said, there's just some things you can't really be ready for. At the start of my treatment, I had to go through a lot of changes. I couldn't go to school anymore. I couldn't see my friends at school. I couldn't go to my dance classes, and that was so sad. And it was just really hard to go through all that treatment because the medicine we got made me really, really tired. and it made you feel really, really not well. But I knew that it was to help me, and that was good, and that was encouraging. But it was still just really hard to go through all that. I fought that hardness every day until one day my parents announced that they had a visitor for me. And who came in but a kind-eyed lady with happiness in every step and the spring in her bounce too. And off the bat, this visit was already taking me by surprise. Usually visitors for me were made up of tall doctors and white lab coats with serious faces, not curly-haired ladies with grins of excitement and bounce in her step. But what she said to me next is what caught me most off guard. Instead of another report about my sickness or my blood counts, this lady simply said to me, "Hello, you beautiful girl. I have a question for you. Would you like to make a wish?" Honestly, I don't know how I can describe to you how much receiving this chance to make a wish has truly blessed me. In a time that was so filled with pain and struggle, this gave me something to dream about and to look forward to. Thanks to Make-A-Wish, for a week I got to escape the constant life of doctors and tests and needles and pills and just live. These people looked beyond the fact that my hair was just an inch of fuzz on my head, and that my skin was pale and almost green from lack of sunlight, and they looked at me like I was the most beautiful girl in the world. Not only did I get to feel like a normal kid once again, they made me feel like I was royalty. On my wish, I got to go to Disney World for 2 weeks, and I got to bring my parents and my 2 sisters, and it was so much fun. Being big theater fans, we spent our nights in a Broadway-themed hotel. We spent our days going on African safaris, and we got to relax by the pool, see magical theater production of Beauty and the Beast, which I love Disney, so that was super fun. And just soaking by the pool in our beautiful, beautiful hotel. Every day was filled with a brilliant blend of relaxation and adventure. Yet through this experience, I realized that each wish granted is so much greater than just a time of excitement and fun. It was as I'd witnessed with my older sister Amy. Her Hawaii wish affected her so far beyond simply giving a girl the experience of swimming with dolphins. Or in my case, my wish affected me so much more than getting to see every country in the Disney Epcot Center. I realized that each wish goes beyond just experience. Being allowed to search the expanse of your loves, your dreams, your desires, then be actually able to live one of them out, it's a very real reminder that our lives will still hold more even when we're sick. That no matter the hardship, wishes do come true. That no matter what we face, there is always hope. Fast forward to the present, and I am so happy to tell you that my big sister Amy, who is sick, she's now a charge nurse working at Hoag Hospital. She's married to a fantastic guy who's a great brother-in-law to me and has 2 adorable daughters. And best of all, she's completely cancer-free. And as for me, I'm now a senior at college. I'm a professional dancer in the Disneyland parades now. Ooh. And what's more, I'm also 100% cancer-free. And what's more, I'm getting to study in the nursing program at my school so that one day I'll be able to affect so many people in the same way that I was affected by so many. And I'm getting to work with Make-A-Wish now and be able to share my story with people like you and tell you how much this company means to me and people who have faced things like I have. Truly, what you're doing is amazing because Make-A-Wish affects kids so, so much. And they let them be able to feel like kids again when everything else in their life is making them feel like a grown-up. And it's just fantastic what you're doing, and thank you so, so much. I am so just grateful and happy to be able to be representing them here for you today. I'm so honored to represent them today as I do every day, and so are you, because today you guys are representing them also. And I'm proud of this today and every day that I'm not only blessed to live, but to tell others about this gift that has always been given and will always carry with me. This gift of renewed hope, strength, and joy. So thank you so much, guys.